My dear friends, it's a great honor to stand on this grand platform of TEDx. A dream come true. Today's theme, dream, believe, act, and achieve. I guess we are all dreamers. We all want to achieve something in our lives. But the path to our dreams may not always be so easy. So whenever life challenges you, you should take a step back and smile. I call this reverse mind engineering. You see, a normal mind tends to be negative. This won't happen, that won't happen. How can I achieve my dreams? The path to your dreams, you may still have not discovered. But let me tell you, my friends, the path is already there. It's already waiting for you. It's just that you have to firmly believe in it, be confident about it, and sometimes be mad about it, chasing it. And suddenly, lo and behold, the path unfolds in front of you. But make your dreams a bit realistic. मुझे आसमान में उड़ना है. You can't be a Superman to fly. But yes, you can train to be a pilot to fly. मुझे चांद तारे छूना है. एक्टर्स लोग तो बोलते रहते हैं. बट अगर आपको वाकई वहां पहुंचना है, then I think being an astronaut is a good idea. Right? But then there are experiences in life, and they kind of dampen us. The experiences may be our own past experiences, or we see the failures of others and we say, this may not be possible. Let me take my example. I am a dermatologist and cosmetologist by profession. I am considered to be amongst the best in my business. People, patients, they flock to me from all over the world for my treatments. I made it to the cover of 4 prestigious magazines last year. So this was my dream? Yes, it was. But this was not my original dream. My original dream was to become a cardiologist. I wanted to migrate to the United States of America. But I lost my dad early. I had to take a break from my education. I had to look after my family. But on this way, I suddenly discovered I can become a very successful businessman. My dad hailed from Udupi, a small town in Karnataka, and he was building a hotel project there when he died, and this was half done. So what I did, I was an MBBS doctor. I had just finished my MBBS exams when he died. I demolished all the rooms in the building and redesigned them to make them into a flat system. Now, at that time, Udupi didn't have a flat system. Udupi being a prosperous town, people preferred living in bungalows and not cooped up spaces. So what did I do? I marketed it to the NRIs of Udupi, telling them it's much easier to maintain a flat than a bungalow. And it was a sellout. So what did I do? I adapted. I adapted and put my creative genius into it. And when we do that, people follow us. Soon I ushered in a revolution of real estate flats in Udupi. I didn't stop there. I also introduced a discotheque in Udupi, because the place where I studied, Manipal, was just 5 kilometers away from Udupi, and they had international students, a campus town with a lot of money. So I had to give them an avenue to spend their money. So I gave them a discotheque. So the 2 keys, my friends, when you're challenged, is adaptability and creativity. From there, you may be wondering that, what is this guy doing business? Well, just to be a bit more explicit, when my dad died, he was debt-ridden and penniless. So I had no choice. I had to take the responsibility of my family because I had 2 younger brothers. Their education had to be sorted out. My mother was devastated. But I did not lose hope. I adapted to that situation and put my creative genius in it, and I came out on top. So it's very important to be flexible in life. Only then you can move on. But then I did not stop dreaming. I still wanted to be a top doctor. So 4 years after I was stuck up doing business and trying to save my family, I joined my postgraduate studies. But this time, after giving the entrance test, the only specialty available to me was dermatology, not my preferred choice. But then I said, let me make the most out of it. As a cardiologist, I would have saved lives. That's what I wanted. But as a dermatologist today, I change lives for the better. I may make people beautiful in the literal sense too. That gives them more self-confidence, self-esteem, and automatically they become more successful in their careers. So life is fulfilling. So we should never back down and say, if we didn't get a preferred path, we should make the most out of the path that is given to us and never stop dreaming. And for that, we should have vision. We should have our vision intact. That's the third key, vision. And to keep the vision intact, you have to focus. The fourth key, focus. But all these four keys are of no use if you don't follow it up with the fifth and sixth key, which is the most important. Hard work and determination. And if these 6 keys you can master, let me tell you, my friends, you become the master of your own destiny. Adaptability, creativity, vision, focus, hard work, determination. But then, we need to incorporate 2 practices to make this more sublime. And one is the practice of meditation. Very important, my friends. Every one of us should meditate. Meditation reveals the wisdom of the past lives without you knowing it, and also tells you about the follies of the present. So it's important to meditate. Lose yourself into you, and you will see a lot. And the second practice is spirituality. Be spiritual. Nothing uncool about it. There is a Buddhist Lama philosophy which actually doesn't prepare you for life. It prepares you for death. Now, in the belief that with your austerity and good deeds, you can actually choose your afterlife. Wouldn't that be amazing? But then, let me warn you, there will be failure at every step. Life is not going to be easy if you want to be successful, really successful. So you have to contend with failure. They say failure is a stepping stone to success, but it all sounds so easy. But when you're actually faced with it, you tend to be depressed, anxious. Let me give you one more story from my life page. When I was in my 12th standard, I had to get a merit seat to get into a medical college in Mumbai. But I failed to get the merit seat. So forget about being a cardiologist, dermatologist. I wouldn't even have become a doctor. I was mentally gone. So I went and filled the form of the National Defense Academy and decided to join the armed forces. I said, let me dedicate and at least in my own small way try to protect the lives of my fellow countrymen. But then I had a mother. She wept bitterly. She was of the firm belief that anybody who joins the armed forces would die an early death. Inko kaun samjhata. And then my father, he springs a surprise. He says, son, let's pack your bags, we're leaving. And he takes me to this place called Manipal. And he gets me enrolled into the first ever private medical college of India, made for poor souls like me, whose rich fathers could at least secure a medical seat by paying some donation. He was not a very rich man, but he paid my hefty fees so that I could realize my dream of becoming a doctor. My point is that when we are down and out, there is someone from above who helps us out. And this time, it was in the form of my own father. He helped me realize my dream, and I can never thank him, and maybe I wouldn't have been here if it was not for him. I remember in school, there was this very handsome priest. We used to call him Shivaji because he looked like Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. And he, in one of his discourses, he told me something which always stuck into my head. He said, if God has given you 10 talents, remember by the time you're ready to meet him, you should give him back 20. And the doors of heaven will open out to you. And if he has given you 10, at least go back with 10. At least you're eligible to get into heaven. But if you go with anything less, then definitely you're going to hell. What he meant was value the talents that God has given you. Value it, develop it, hone your skills. Just because I'm a doctor or anybody's a doctor, he can also be a musician and singer. An actor or cricketer can also become a very good businessman. We are all multi-talented. We need to understand that, value ourselves. Therefore, our lives will become more fulfilling. To conclude, my friends, I want to give you an all-powerful word, which we all know, which we all use, which we all want to experience and have experienced. Love. Love is the most powerful word, according to me, in the universe, because when somebody says, I love you, it releases a lot of positive energy. But what if we slightly change that to I love I? So that positive energy will be surging inside our very own bodies, and life would be even more beautiful. Life is a dream, my friends. But to achieve that dream, we need to act fearlessly and believe in it. And then all our dreams will come true. Be convinced about it. And not to forget the 6 keys: adaptability, creativity, focus, vision, and hard work and determination. Incorporate a little bit of meditation and spirituality. And when you are faced with the prospect of failure, do not lose faith, do not lose hope. And then surely, my friends, all our lives will be blessed. Thank you very much. Love you all.